Hey guys, this is Hannah and this is Bookworms Talk, and today we're going to talk about Reason to Breathe by Rebecca Donovan. I think I cried a slow, steady flow of tears throughout the entire book. I mean, I've read books that have sad endings, sad middles when you start to learn about the background of the character, but no, I pretty much cried the whole way through. So that's warning in advance, bring tissues. So this girl, Emma, is repeatedly abused by her aunt because her father died in a car accident and her mother's an alcoholic and she couldn't take care of her. So she's been living with her Aunt Carol and her Uncle George and their two kids, Layla and Jack. She's very attached to them, and because she's so attached to them, she doesn't go to the police when she's abused. She stays there for them. She just tries to fade into the background at school and just to be completely unnoticed so she doesn't have to answer any questions. And so she has one friend, Sarah, and she is in all kinds of sports so that she doesn't have to be home all the time, and she's very into her school, and she just is counting the days until she can leave because she knows she can't go to the police because then Jack and Leela will be taken away from their parents and they don't hurt them. I was a little torn with that because I thought, okay, she abuses you, so it's only a matter of time before maybe they just need to get to your age and she would abuse them. Like, she's twisted in the head. But regardless, she stays and she doesn't fight back and she just does what she says. She basically has no life, she just fades. Until one day, this guy, Evan Matthews, moves to Westland and he takes an interest in her and she just tries to push him away. She doesn't want the attention. She needs to just be invisible. And Evan challenges her to recognize her own worth. She recognizes emotions and actually begins to feel. And she's not just overtaken by this nothingness that she has to force herself into to survive day to day. So she slowly becomes more and more alive throughout the book because of Evan and because of Sarah. And she finds love with Evan and they get this friendship and he forces her to be. And it's a journey of self-recognition and worth, and it's a beautiful, sad story, and it was so heartbreaking. It's one of those that you need to pick up. It breaks your heart, but you can't stop reading, and it's light in the ways that it can be, and it was just a really smooth read. There were phrases, and especially the last chapter, that whole thing was just a giant thing of amazing quote. So I'm gonna start talking spoilers now, guys, and I will see you next time when you have read it. It's really a sweet book and sad, but it's really worth the read. So I'll see you guys next time on Bookworms Talk. Bye! So this Caroline girl, she is shameless and pathetic. Oh my gosh. I am so happy that she just laughed at her. And then Vivian's totally in love with her now because of it. And I'm just like, I love Vivian, by the way. Oh my gosh. His mother, I couldn't get over it towards the end when they had dinner at her house. And then she broke out the baby pictures. But the whole conversation in dinner, even though she was touching subjects that she shouldn't have touched perhaps, that woman, I like her so much. When Evan said that he loved her, and she freaks out, not denying that she doesn't love him too, but just saying that she can't. Really? Really? I completely understand why, but I'm still questioning everything. How seriously messed up was it that she decided to be with Drew? Like, really? I didn't even see that happen. How did that even happen? Miss, I can't be in a relationship because what if Carol finds out? And now you're dating Drew? Are you serious? Emma, why? Oh wow, the tears, this part. When Evan said, I trusted you. I unpacked everything for the first time ever for you. I told you how I felt about you. Why couldn't you trust me? Evan! How are you so mean to him? She is so mean to him on so many accounts, and I'm just like, why? So when we found out that Evan left for San Francisco, why? Evan, why? Because it's like, you have an idea what's going on, so you're gonna leave her then. Which she could have needed you. Are you really gonna do that? I was so mad. The random chapter, like it was really random when Evan came back. And then it's like him talking. I'm like, whoa! But then he was in the art room and then the little class, oh, and the teacher, oh, Miss Mia, she was so funny. She just like, tell Evan I said hi or something like that. That was funny. Okay, so the chapter that Evan told her why he left, so many emotions. I knew I really screwed up if I couldn't be there for you, if you didn't want me there for you. And I couldn't be there at all, so I left. Then when Evan proposed the idea that if anything like that happened to her again, he wouldn't allow it. If she ever ended up in the hospital, he's just like, I will leave with you. We will just go. It can't be that easy. It can't. I really thought that she would be forced into telling him specifically what went on, or she would have to go to the police. I really thought something bad will happen. A lot worse than what actually did happen. I had some seriously sick ideas. Okay, so with Carol and the glass incident, and then George kind of, I thought, would be the good guy. And I had, okay, just because he didn't hit, okay, he didn't abuse Emma, but the thing is, he knew about it. He might as well have. He practically encouraged it. He is not that stupid, so he's just as guilty in my eyes. But I thought, he's gonna side with her because he took her to the hospital, got her stitches, and but then in the car ride home, he was saying, she's gonna go stay with her mother. Why can't you two get along? Are you serious? Like right when I kind of had hope that maybe that was it and it would stop. That's his brother's baby girl. How can you do that? Just sit there. Oh. When the teachers decided to confront her about it, I'm like, I saw that they had Evan's name, and I'm just like, don't think that he's doing this to her. Come on! I was freaking out. Like, I set my book down and I was speculating and driving myself crazy, but it wasn't that. Oh, I was so relieved. But like, holy crap, how did Carol get there? How? Did George tell her that she was there? I think George did, and I hate him a lot. Holy I hate George so much. I almost hate him as much as Carol at this point because he must have told her. Well, no one else would have. The epilogue, like this whole page, you guys, like I was, why? And just everything was quotable brilliance. In the balance of love and loss, it was love that made me struggle to breathe. And I was kind of waiting for one of the things that sounded like that, for reason to breathe. I understood what it meant really early on, that it was love, but it was so nice to see it in print. And this book tore at my heart. It tore at it. But I was freaking out with the ending, and I was like, to my Kindle! And I got the sample to the next book, so I feel better because, I mean, I knew there was a next book, so I knew she was gonna live, so I wasn't so, but still. I would be so mad if the second one wasn't out. Oh my gosh, you could not imagine my anger, because that wasn't an ending. That was there to torture us. Yeah, torture. That's strong of a word. I loved in the end how she realized that she was bigger than Carol, and it wasn't just a physical thing that she realized, but it was an emotional growth, and then how she was angry about it all the time, and she wasn't just fading back into the shell that she had, but she fought back, even with it was just words, but there was so much growth with her as a character. She was so dynamic, and I really appreciated that. And there's a whole journey for her, I'm sure, and I'm really excited to continue in this series. So let me know what you guys thought of the book and the next books, what you think they will be about and such like that. So I will see you guys later next time on Bookworms Talk. Bye!